Hello students, I hope all of you are fine and studying regularly. I am going to teach you chemistry part of science, and today I am going to start the chapter Changes Around Us. This chapter is required for PT1. So let's start with that. Changes around us. When one or more properties of a thing or object become different, we say that it has changed or a change has taken place in it. So, whenever we see there is a change in any of the properties of a substance, of a thing, we say that a change has taken place in the thing. So, what are the properties? We should know the properties. Then only we can able to observe the changes in those. These properties are state. State means solid, liquid or gas. Position, whether it is in vertical position or horizontal position, this one. Shape, what is the shape of the object or the thing, that means whether it is rectangular, spherical or circular, this we have to observe. Size, bigger or smaller. If a thing gets changed from bigger to smaller, then we also can say that a change has been taken place in that thing. Color, change in color, if we observe, then we can say that a change has occurred. Temperature, if the thing was cold, now it has become hot, then also we can say that a change has been taken place. Composition, that means the material with which the thing is prepared. If the thing is a mixture of different material, then if there is a change in the composition, means if the quantity of the substances gets changed. If something becomes more and another thing becomes less, we can say that a change has taken place in the thing. Structure, if you see the change in the structure of the thing, then also we can say that a change has taken place. Example, for example, melting of ice. When ice melts, it forms water. Now, we know that ice is a solid, whereas water is a liquid. So, the melting of ice involves a change in state from solid to liquid state. That means ice was in the solid state, it has melted to form water. Water is in liquid state. So, there is a change in state has been taken place. So, we can say that melting of ice is a change. Some of the important changes observed by us in our everyday life are formation of curd from milk, cooking of food, burning of fuels, drying of clothes and rusting of iron. Formation of curd, cooking of food, burning of fuel to run the vehicles, drying of clothes, these are common things for you. Rusting of iron means sometimes we have seen that iron grill or iron gates become reddish in color. This phenomena is called rusting of iron. This will be elaborately discussed later on. So, whatever the changes we observe around us, from like melting of ice, boiling of water, then burning of fireworks, germination of seeds, flowering of plants, ripening of fruits, everything. Whatever we see around us, some we want to take place and some we don't want to take place. That is, some of the changes we want that this change should take place, and some we don't want that these changes should not take place. Like cooking of food, we want this change to take place. But rusting of iron, we don't want that this should take place, because rusting of iron makes the iron object weaker. So we don't want this to take place. So the changes which we want to take place, those are called beneficial change. For example, ripening of fruits. And the changes which we don't want that this should take place are called harmful change. For example, spoiling of cooked food. We cook food to eat, but if we keep the cooked food for some more hours without keeping inside the refrigerator, it gets spoiled, and we cannot consume spoiled food. So, spoiling of cooked food is a harmful change for us. So, we don't want this to take place. The change in a material does not occur on its own. There is always a cause which brings about a change in material. For example, ice does not melt to form water on its own. Ice must be given heat to melt and change into water. Thus, heat is the cause of the change of state of ice from solid to liquid. Like that, photosynthesis. You have heard about photosynthesis. By this process, plants make their own food. So, photosynthesis is a change. This change takes place because of the presence of sunlight. So, sunlight is the cause of this change. Some of the ways of bringing about changes in materials are by applying heat. For example, melting of ice or boiling of water, which takes place because of the application of heat in a material. Light. As I have told the example of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a change which takes place because of the presence of light. Without the presence of light, photosynthesis does not occur. Electricity or force. Electricity. Something like a fan, electric fan, will not move without the application of electricity. So here, because of the electricity, the fan will move. So movement of a fan occurs because of the presence of electricity. So electricity is the cause of this change. Force. If we don't apply force, then we cannot make something to move from one place to other. So force is the cause of that change. Classification of changes. Whatever the changes we observe around us, we can divide those changes into two main groups. These are reversible changes and irreversible changes. Reversible changes. A change which can be reversed to form original substance is called a reversible change. After the change has taken place, if we get the original substance again, then we can say the change is reversible change. For example, melting of ice, stretching of a spring, folding of paper, dissolving salt in water, etc. In all these cases, we can get back the original substance again. Ice melts to form water, and we can get back the ice again by keeping the water in the refrigerator, and so on. So, in melting of ice on being heated melt to form water, which is in liquid state, and water, if we cool down, on cooling it comes back to its original position, that is it becomes ice, which is solid form of water. Boiling of water is also a reversible change. Water is in a liquid state. If heated, it forms steam, which is in gaseous state, and steam on being cooled forms water again. See some of the examples of reversible change elaborately. See, melting of ice, change of solid to liquid by heating. So ice is the solid form of water. When it is being heated, it melts to form water, which is liquid state of water. So it is a reversible change. If we keep the water inside the refrigerator, it will again come back to its original position. That means it will form ice again. So it is reversible change. Stretching of rubber band. This is also a reversible change. See the size of the rubber band. If we stretch it, then it becomes longer, and if we release, then it will come back to its original position. So stretching of rubber band is also a reversible change. Then dissolving sugar in water is also reversible change. We dissolve sugar in water, then it enters sugar cubes being distributed throughout the solution. That means enters the gaps between the water molecules, and after that we cannot be able to see sugar cubes in the water. Here we cannot see the sugar cubes. All has dissolved or distributed throughout the solution and makes the sugar solution. So, if we evaporate the water, then if we heat the water, then all the water will evaporate out, leaving behind the sugar cubes in the vessel. So, we can get back the original substances again. That's why dissolving of sugar cubes in water is reversible change. Then if iron is heated, we want to soften the iron on heating. It becomes red hot. Then the color of the iron gets changed. The original color of iron is not red. It is grey in color. When it is heated strongly, it becomes red, the color. But if the iron piece is cooled down, then again it will come back to its grey color. So, there is a temporary change in color of the iron piece. The iron rings are fitted around wooden wheels by the process of expansion on heating followed by contraction on cooling. The iron ring is made slightly smaller than the wooden wheel. The iron rim is heated uniformly by making a fire, due to which it expands, becomes somewhat bigger in size. Being bigger in size, the hot iron rim is easily put around the wooden wheel. Cold water is then poured on the hot ring to cool it. On cooling, the hot iron ring is contracts, becomes slightly smaller in size and fit tightly onto the wooden wheel. We can fix a wooden handle to the iron ring of spade blade. This is wooden handle. We can fix it and on the iron ring of spade blade like this, with the help of the process of expansion on heating followed by contraction on cooling. The iron blade of spade has a ring, small ring here, in which the wooden handle is to be fixed. The iron ring of spade blade is made slightly smaller than the thickness of the wooden handle. To fix the handle, the ring of the iron blade of spade is heated over a fire. This one is heated, making a fire. On heating, the iron ring expands and becomes slightly bigger in size. One end of the wooden handle now easily passes through the hot ring of the spade blade. Cold water is then poured over the hot ring of the spade blade to cool it. On cooling, the hot ring of spade blade contracts, becomes smaller in size and fits tightly to the wooden handle. Like this, with the help of expansion and contraction, we can fix wooden handle to the iron ring of spade blade.